All right, yes, welcome. This is the CnR Radio Talk Show, and I forgot to turn off a program where if I press an F key, it'll make a sound. Excellent. Anyway, today we've got a guest here from the Albanian Klodi. It's Stiffmeister / Triada. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. We have pure blood Albania up in here right now. Put some respect on it. There you go.
I'll just have to apologize for any grammar mistakes or...
Yeah, exactly. I always have to apologize if there's any stupidity that goes on in my background, which hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure that'll happen one day. Anyway, before we start, let's get into the sponsor, the Maibatsu Womb.
She may have your balls in a vice, but that doesn't mean you have to lose everything.
I'm a salesman, so I'm constantly on the road. My wife was so worried that I'd spend all my time in strip clubs rather than family picnics. That's why she got me the Maibatsu Womb.
It's the minivan any man can be proud to drive. There's a cooler for beers, plus a beautiful TV right on the dashboard so you don't miss the game.
Now I can watch porn while I'm driving and masturbate on the commute to work.
And there's an air horn with a pull chain so other cars know you're coming. The Maibatsu Womb. You may be married, but you're still a man. Honestly.
We'll get you in the air first. It's the Maibatsu Womb.
Alright, that was the Maibatsu Womb. I forgot what that is, by the way. Alright, so would you rather me call you Stiffmeister or Triada? Which one is better for you?
Triada, because that's shorter.
Okay, Triada.
I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Better
I should
for
call
you.
you Triada and Kesh should call you Stiffmeister. That would be fun.
You can just call me Stiff.
Alright.
What if I want to call him Boo Boo?
Well, you can do that too, at least to be, straight, as opposed to what Myth did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Alright, Triada. First question here is always the same. When and how did you find CnR?
Okay, so it was about, I guess it was 2012. All the guys were playing it. I saw them playing it. I was like, "What's this game?" I finished this game a million times, and they were explaining me that they played with guys online, and you could be a cop or a criminal, or you could just go fishing and all that stuff. And at the first time, I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna play this game again." But then, just seeing them play, I was interested. So I started the game myself, and yeah, the late 2012 I was a CnR player.
And this was the guys that you're talking about. This is in the cafe, right? Or is this somewhere else?
No, it's in the cafe. My friends were like,
Are you still playing in cafe or?
no, I'm in college in the capital of Albania. I've left my city, so when I go back home, I just play home, where I've always played CnR. We played in the cafe when we just wanted to be together and have a good time, but most of the time we were home playing
So
individually.
What are you studying?
Repeat that, please.
What are you studying?
It's geological engineering, also called earth science.
So you're gonna find some gold in Albania?
Some gold.
Or oil,
It's-
maybe?
Yeah, that's what it's about. Mostly about the minerals. But anyway,
So
that's just boring stuff.
did you find some diamonds on CnR? Albanian.
Well, I hope if there's an update where you can just find stuff from Albania there, that would be great. Like some Ropshire diamond or something.
Are the players that you started playing with, are they still playing? Or are they on their like 100th account now? Or
Well, I don't know, because it's like a cycle in there. They play CnR, then they just switch to Counter-Strike, then Call of Duty, and stuff like that. So you never know what they're playing or where they multi-accounting on. So I guess they play time to time. When I was in my home, like a week ago, I guess they played. I played too, mostly on their accounts, on their main accounts. Some of them are permanently disabled.
Oh no.
Yeah, so am I. So, but yeah, some of them still play.
So now they've basically branched out into playing different stuff, huh?
Yeah, they've always been playing different stuff throughout the time. But CnR has always been there. Like, if they got boring with something, they return to CnR. CnR has always been that kind of home they return to,
Alright, so,
even after trying other games now.
yeah, as they say, you can never quit CNR, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I've tried to quit like 1,000 times.
what does keep you here actually? Like, don't you get bored of fighting the same people under different names, but same people all the time, pretty much?
No, it's never boring. It has never been boring. I mean, there are plenty of things to do on that server, and if you get boring with one thing, you can switch to another. I've always found doing stuff so interesting. Like, if I was, for example, bored of doing the hitman job, I could just go and switch to cop, go pilot to Rustler or something. It will always be, or I guess I would always find something interesting to be doing there. Plus, just doing stuff with your friends on that server. It was just, or just hanging out in a car together. It was just a great time.
That's all the great side of CNR right there.
Do
Or
you
just
talk?
chill,
Do you
or just
talk with
chill together.
Do you when you play together like Albanians, do you talk with each other like on Discord, TeamSpeak, whatever?
Yeah,
Like in voice?
we used to have Mumble. Like,
Bubble's dead now, yeah.
yeah, I guess since you guys switched to Discord, I guess it's dead. But yeah, we used to talk on Mumble, not with my friends, but with other CNR players.
Oh,
And most of the time we used to talk on Skype, just with each other, so we could DM, I guess, better.
you're not supposed to say this,
We-
you know.
Okay, I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna say so we could cheat. I'm kidding. So we could
Good.
just do hits better, I guess. Not just PM the guy the location or stuff like that. Just to be quick on the actions.
So speaking of voice and Albanians, what does Ropkir mean? Or how you say it?
It's a swear, and it's the Q is ch, not Q,
Okay.
ch.
So can you say it for us?
It's Ropchir.
Ropkir. Yeah.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, I
You-
can't.
Keep practicing on that.
I got tricked into asking you this knowing that I cannot say R, you know? I cannot say R, and I ask you this. It's probably the biggest mistake in my life.
If you can say R, then you should probably skip that curse word and switch to another.
You have
Like,
another one for me? Without R?
There's plenty of them. Well, plenty of them include the word cheat, so that's, I guess.
Yeah, but it has R in the end. You need
It's
something
just-
without the R.
You can just
There
tell
are
me a
many,
word
yeah.
and I'll just translate.
Can you like say something like Yabise? So like no R there.
I didn't catch that.
Never mind. We'll have one-on-one swear word session sometime later.
Okay.
Was it teach the server Albanian swear words? Also, excuse the sound in my background if you can hear that. But okay. So I remember a couple years ago, Triada. All right, when the thought of Albanians was a new thing. By the way, can you hear that? Yes or no? Good, perfect. Okay. So back when Albanians were a new thing, you or someone else posted a picture on the forum of people of your internet cafe all on the line, and the words Albanian Klodi was on it. Where did that name come from? What does Klodi mean? Am I saying that right?
Oh yeah. Okay. There's a story behind that picture.
Yeah, let's see it.
Half of the guys in that picture didn't play CnR. That was just a random photo. Some I don't know who took that, but he just posted there. Klodi is the name of the internet cafe.
Oh, it is, huh?
Yeah, it is, and it's like internet cafe Klodi. But besides that, the picture was nothing relatable to CnR. The guys were standing in front of the cafe, but that was not the cafe we used to play on.
Mm-hmm.
That was not even Klodi. It was just a bunch of guys. So yeah, it was just a random picture, I guess.
No, because all this time I thought,
Yeah.
know, Albanian Klodi was like, it's the crew, the gang, Albanian gang. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
The Cloud Gang.
But I had no idea.
No.
It was the name of the cafe. How about that?
Just just a random picture, I guess. Well, some of the guys had access to the forum, so they just posted stuff, not thinking they would create such a, I don't know, trouble.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, some are like that. Speaking of the cafe, though, because,
Yeah.
the internet cafe thing, sometimes we joke around about what happens inside of a internet cafe, because, in America, I think internet cafes were a thing back in the early 2000s, but now they're not so common. And I was a kid back then, so I didn't really know what it was.
Well, the cafes are kind of they kind of spread in Albania because it was just a quick access. People could have. They were just easy for them to use the cafe rather than have a own computer and internet, all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's
It
what
was
it is, yeah.
and in the early 2000s, I guess 99 or something like that. There, not most of the people had internet or PCs. I
Yeah,
guess
same here.
I had my first PC when I was 6 or 7, I guess, back in 2006. So yeah. And I was one of the lucky guys who had a PC. Most of my friends didn't have one, and internet wasn't so popular.
Yeah, it was.
So the internet cafe was just quick access for people.
Yeah, 2006 is when I first had internet, so yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So like in this internet cafes, right? When you come there, like, are there is everything like set up already, like including hacks and damage modes and stuff?
The owner of the cafe just gives you a list of the buttons you have to push. But you have to type so you can air brake and all stuff. No. Just getting there, choosing a PC to sit on, just telling him open this one, and you can do whatever you want there. But it was just like I said, the quick access for everyone, because they could do everything to those PCs. They had a program, they still do. They have that program called Defreeze, So
What freeze?
whatever you do to deep freeze, deep.
Deep freeze. Sounds like ice cream.
Sounds
Yeah.
like deep fries, something for John.
No, it's deep freeze, and whatever you did to those PCs, you could just restart them, and they would be like
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
So
new.
those
Yeah.
So those excuses where people said, "Oh, I just came on PC and something was installed and I didn't know it was hacked," that's not legit then, right?
Well, most of them know.
Because it
if they
gets
were-
deleted anyway.
If they were in internet cafe, then no.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you later about, because in the PH internet cafes, at least one of them, there was a guy from PH. He gave us information on how, how it is in PH, and there are pre-installed mods on some of those computers that have San Andreas on them. They got a speedometer and other stuff, and I was gonna ask you if there were pre-installed mods in any of the computers
No,
that have San Andreas, but I guess not.
In our internet cafes, mods were not a part of the game. I mean, the San Andreas was the old type. No maps. I mean that rather thing. If
Radar
you
mod.
had mods, yeah. If you had mods, you probably just downloaded them by yourselves. Everything was legit. So yeah.
Okay, good. There you go. That means PH cafes have to upgrade whatever
Yeah.
stupidity they're doing.
Does owner of the cafe get? Does he take money from the in-game?
Of
To be
game.
I mean, how much does it cost us? Like an hour of PC usage in that cafe?
It's 10 cents each. Or should I say, it's 60 cents per hour. Yeah,
You said 60 cents an hour?
yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Depends how long you stay there, yeah, and if you go there a lot.
Look at Albanians, they're on all the time, all day.
No, yeah. Well, it kind of is, because if you play the whole server, like if you played one city, it would cost like $2 or $3, I guess.
Yep.
And compared to the economy and wages, all that stuff, it's kind of expensive, but yeah.
And also, if you, play a second city, after that.
Yeah. But like I said, no one like played that much, or well, I guess they did. Sometimes they did if they knew the owner. He will just charge them less than that.
It's Albania
And they used
after
to
all,
play, like,
right?
If they played, sometimes they played both Las Venturas servers,
No.
and that's like 5 hours or something.
What do you think about this, Oshan?
Well, I was going to ask, why did Albanian players, mostly only play Las Venturas?
I think I never found an answer to that, because I was curious myself. I don't know. Maybe because, no, seriously, I really have no idea, because myself, I've been playing Las Venturas for like, is it 5 years now? 6 years? 6 years, and I've only have a career in Stiefmeister or Triada. I only have a career in Las Venturas. If you log in Los Santos or San Fierro, I have like 50 days maximum. And it's strange, I don't know. Maybe because we always knew the places.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
the city's
know, I don't
flat
know.
too, right? Because it's flat.
Earth is flat.
But seriously, I have no answer about this question. It's the only question I have no answer about.
Yeah, I wonder it every day. Why do people like Las Venturas? But it's probably because the most action and the most stupidity happens there, That's all I know. Speaking of stupidity, though, and I didn't write this down, so I have to say it before I forget it. Back in 2012, that was 2012 was like the renaissance of Albanian on CnR, and I remember.
Is it?
I think so. I think that was I think that was the beginning, yeah. And I remember, late at night, at least late at night here, and I don't know if this will, enrage people, but 2 a.m., 3 a.m. here, going Los Venturas, that would be called Serbia versus Albania hour, okay, where Albanian players and Serbian players would just hate each other all morning.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't know what to ask about
you want to
that.
continue? To us that was called the golden hour.
Yes, it was to you.
To be honest, it kind of was, because just competing with them was something we played on. Like, if we just said like a percentage of what we played for in the game was 80% was just fighting with them, and 20% was the other stuff. So yeah, it was those were the good times. I remember the times I'm not going to talk about because it's not the place to talk about.
It's a little touchy, yeah.
DMs and stuff. No, about DMs and stuff. But huge wars were made in 2012 in all the different places, AP, BS, all that places, and most of the people played during night, most of the people played during day. Whenever Las Venturas was on, it was always a group of our friends fighting with a group of Serbians, so
yeah.
Are Albanians like seriously good businessmen, like even in a game? Because it always baffled my mind, like how can you fight so much and die so many times? Never see any Albanian fishing, doing truck missions or something, but you always have money for weapons. Tell me something about it. Like, how is that possible?
Well, myself, I've always been like let's call it late bloomer, because since like I started CnR later than my friends, by the time I started it, they have learned how to DM and how to do hits and rob things and stuff, and I was just there fishing and doing stuff. But to be honest, Albanians have always been lucky. My friends have always been lucky in the lottery. They always won the lottery, always. Like
Lotto hex is the only hex then?
No, just there were just some numbers. They used to like study numbers and choose a good one. They would follow for the like next month or something, and they used to win a lot of lotteries. And besides that, I guess robbing has always been our thing. Most of the players used to rob banks and all that stuff. I mean, a player from our city, I don't know if you know him, he used to compete with Juve at 2009. You know Juve, the famous robber.
The Sam Borat, that's right.
Our friend used to compete with this guy for robbing stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I guess mostly robbing and winning lotteries and stuff I wouldn't talk about, like.
So we finally came to that, I guess. So here you have it, CnR people. Albanians are smart. They study numbers for Lotto. Learn from Albanians.
Yeah, not just lottery numbers, also horse bet numbers, all that stuff.
Yes, they share information.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I personally remember myself playing horse bets and taking notes of the names that will win in the race. and just doing some mathematical calculations of who doing next, stuff like that. But yeah, that
That's
didn't
better
work
than
though.
me, because I have no idea how horse bets work. I just think, oh, 7-1 chance. Yeah, I just bet that. But yeah, I've no idea.
Yeah, same. But yes, in fact, Albanians kind of played horse bets in real life, with real money. So that's a big plus.
But it's rigged, right? In real life. Is it rigged on CnR?
Is rigged? I don't
Yeah.
know. No, we kind of play. We play dog races.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog fights, I guess, yes.
That's legal?
In Albania, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you ask me?
They used to practice on real life with dog races, so the CnR
seriously.
horses were kinda easy for us because the dogs are just 6 and the horses are just 5. More chances to win, stuff like that. But yeah, the money thing.
CnR is too easy for Albania. Get more horses. Get more horses in the equation. It's too easy for them.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of is though because you could see everyone just starting a new account. By the next day, you would have like 10 million. Like,
How about that?
oh, yeah.
Easy money right there.
Yeah, they would take the game so seriously. Just play the whole day and those money. Like you could see them just wasting money on stars and all that shit in one day, and then the next day they were just fishing like the whole day, like for hours and hours. It was unbelievable, like the commitment.
Well, there you go. Okay, we're gonna take our first music break here, and
Okay.
when we come back, I want to, for a bit, go back into the internet cafe. All right. This is the CnR Radio Talk Show with Triada. Okay, welcome back. This is the CnR Radio Talk Show. Again, our guest is Triada. Show them you're still here, Triada.
/ Steve Meister.
Yes. Yes, there's something going on in this background there, the earthquake of Alba. But anyway, let's get to the sponsor, which is the Maibatsu.
She may have your balls in a vice, but that doesn't mean you have to lose everything.
I'm a salesman, so I'm constantly on the road. My wife was so worried that I'd spend all my time in strip clubs rather than family picnics. That's why she got me the Maibatsu Womb.
It's the Mabatsu Woo.
It's the minivan any man can be proud to drive. There's a cooler for beers, plus a beautiful TV right in the dashboard so you don't miss the game.
Now I can watch porn while I'm driving and masturbate on the commute to work.
And there's an air horn with a pull chain so other cars know you're coming. The Maibatsu Womb. You may be married, but you're still a man. Honestly.
We'll get you in the air first. It's the Mabatsu Woo.
Alright, that was the Maibatsu Womb. I should have looked up that sponsor to see what it meant, because I forgot what it is. Anyway, Triada, I want to know a bit more about what happens in the cafe. Let me ask you a question here. So, as you know, as we all joke, whenever somebody gets banned from an internet that plays under an internet cafe, you see the rest of the players time out, and everyone says "Rip Cafe." All right. When somebody in the cafe gets banned, and it causes the rest of the people to time out, what does everyone do?
Okay, so the cafe uses, I guess, a static IP.
Yes.
So when one gets banned, all the others just automatically get banned. And well, sometimes I've been there when somebody was banned, or I was playing when somebody got banned, and we would just like rage, like the wildest rage ever.
Did you beat up with the guy?
Uh,
Do you take him outside and give him some beat up?
to be honest, there were sometimes hits, or just like sometimes we would just hit the guy. But it was kind of a big deal because the ban lasted like 2 weeks, I guess. So that meant we couldn't play for 2 weeks. I mean, we could, but not in the regular way. But apart from that, yeah, it was kind of a big deal. We would just shout, "Who got banned? Who got banned?" And as soon as we found the player who got banned, he was at the time he was just running for his life. No, seriously, it seriously was a big deal, even for the cafe owner. That was just a business.
Yeah, because he has no one to play them for 2 weeks.
Yeah, then we will switch to Counter-Strike for 2 weeks and then get back to LB, I guess.
So what if someone gets banned, you gotta wait 2 weeks, and then somebody else gets banned?
Well, that was just... there were times that happened, like as soon as we got off content, we would just say to the guys that came playing, we'll be like, yo, play chill, because we just got off the ban. Or don't use this thing or that thing, because we just got off, you know? And yeah, we still see that, like, we waited for everyone at the cafe to, as soon as they entered, we were like, are you gonna play CnR? He was like, yeah. And we were like, keep the cheats off. We just got our ban off, so.
Or if you cheat at the same time, so you both got disabled at the same time.
That would help. Much that would help.
It was kind of a big thing. Sorry, it was kind of a good thing being banned in the internet cafe. Like if you were DMing or just abusing together, just one of the people would get banned because the other ones would time out. So yeah, an admin couldn't just ban 2 or 3 people at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, in one side it was a good thing, but it really wasn't.
So for the price of one, 10 people could cheat. Pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
It was like some kind of sacrifice, like one would be sacrificed just to save
It's like
all the other bands.
it's like Albanian family discount.
Was there like a
Yeah,
sign
kinda.
somewhere? You put a sign on the wall, say, no cheating in Crazy Bob's Place. You put a sign on the wall.
Yeah, we only played this server, so yeah, like I said, just you know that happy kid, that addicted kid, he would be like, yo, don't cheat, or just go to every guy and say, don't cheat, or don't do that, or please don't do this. But yeah, the internet that you said, Klodi, that was our main internet. The internet, the picture that you saw
Yeah.
some years ago, that was another internet. Storm and Destiny and all the old guys used to play there. That was the old internet cafe. Then we switched to Klodi. Then we switched to the guy who I told you before that competed with Juve 2009. He had his own cafe, so we switched to that place for some time. It was just for us playing CnR. I remember 2013 or 14, something like that. The internet cafe was full of people just playing CnR. In fact, playing just LZ, and the AP was full of Albanians. But yeah, we just switched to cafes wherever we felt like playing.
Yeah, because, you know, with the fighting thing, right? Because sometimes I'll joke when someone gets banned. Like you said, you'd be like, who got banned? And then they'd find the guy, and then, you know, they'd jump on him, probably knock over a monitor, roll around,
Yeah.
tangle some wires, other stuff would go
Yeah,
down.
yeah, kind of like that.
And I'd be like, the cafe's closed. For a day.
You're saying it like a joke, but it kind of was.
Really did.
Yeah, it was kind of bad if you got banned though. You were like the guy who got banned and the guy who the reason behind why we're not playing at this moment. But yeah, most of the time, I guess sometimes switching the modem off and on, kind of work, I guess.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here, and another thing about the cafe. I'm just curious here. Are there no girls that come into the cafe?
No, there's plenty of girls. I mean, the cafe, like I said, it was just a quick access to the internet for all the people of the city.
Yeah. I keep thinking it's
people used to come there. They still do. They come there and use the internet for, I guess, printing stuff, just logging into the internet, like social stuff, Facebook, and all that. Talking to their relatives because the Albanian situation. Not long ago, like 2 decades ago, Albania had one of the biggest immigrations. Plenty of people moved from our country, so like every family had one relative that was out of the country, so they used the cafe to talk to them if they didn't have access on the internet in the house. So yeah, plenty of people, girls, no matter. All the people used to come and still come to the cafe for their own purposes.
So, speaking of girls, I would like to give out shout out to Warlord. It's Women's Day today. Since Warlord is known to be a tranny, congratulations.
Yes, there is the day for that too.
Yeah, we should send flowers though.
So, Triada, today is Women's International Day or whatever. Who's your bitch on server?
My bitch on server, well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but in my old account it used to be Uche, the admin.
Oh god. He's a bitch.
I'm really sorry for saying this, but me and Uche go way back. Apart from Lister, because that was just another admin I used to beef too. Like he find all my money whenever he was online, but without a reason behind. Well, actually, there was a reason behind. I used to like beat him with my rustler, but anyway, yeah, those are the two names, I guess.
You used to say, "Hey, Blister, look, I can fly Rustler too."
Yeah, kinda. He was so mad, like he felt superior on the rustler thing, and if anyone was above him on the rustler skills, he was just like you can see. I'm on one of his competitions or two, I guess.
You're in it.
Yeah,
You
but
like this, you or arrest you or whatever.
sorry, I didn't get that.
He lag pits or arrests you on one of them.
Yeah, he kills me on one of them and like orgasms, like for I swear for real orgasms because he puts like 100 texts on my clip saying clapped and OMG and all that stuff. You can see his montages. Yeah, he just kills me out of nowhere and like I don't know what. I guess he played with Snip in that time.
God.
Yeah, so they would just orgasm on Mumble together whenever I was a Warren.
No.
Yeah, but apart from the admins, I don't know, not other names. I guess some of the Serbians I can't remember right now.
Did you give flowers to anyone today? Rape them in game? Give them a kiss?
Can you repeat that, please?
Did you rape anyone today in game? Give them a kiss, kidnap them. That's how we treat the girls in CnR.
Oh yeah, today,
Or bitches.
No, I haven't logged in CnR for a week now because busy with school and stuff. I don't usually play when I'm here. I play when I get home.
Oh. Okay. Okay, another one. So I was curious, right? What kind of PCs they got in the cafe? So I was led to believe that this is like a internet gaming cafe or some snit. I completely forgot it's just a regular internet cafe. But do those PCs ever get upgraded? And can they play any recent games or old ones like San Andreas?
Look at this Roshan. He really loves this PC cafe gaming thing. You really are into it, man.
Well, I mean, I want to know a lot about the cafes, bro. I mean, I've been
You
making fun of
really
them for so
want to-
long.
You really wanted that experience. It feels like you're missing on something because you didn't have cafe gaming experience.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Yeah, the I guess the cafe thing has always kept him awake at night, I guess. So I'm just gonna do him a favor. Yes, the PCs in cafe are, let's say, good. If you play San Andreas, you still get 100 FPS. The graphic cards are above 1 gigabyte. The RAM is above 4 gigabytes. I don't know about the processors.
So how
Yeah.
come no one is recording and everyone is chainsaw 20 FPSing?
No, they use the frame limiter.
FPS limit 20.
Yeah. Yeah, so they had the key bins or key binds. I don't know how that's spelled.
Well, the thing is, there are different subsets in CNR, right? If you like the look of the game, you play with 90 FPS, 100 FPS, and all of that. That's if you're normal, okay? If you are DMer idiots, excuse me, I don't mean to call you an idiot, but if you are a DMer noob,
It's okay.
you
You just called him noob now.
if you're a DMer noob,
You're making it worse.
That's kind of better, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You-
kind of better. So
you play under 800 by 600, and you play under 20 FPS, and make the game look as terrible as it can. So that those are both sides of the spectrum. Yeah, I mean, and that's just how some people do it,
yeah, you're right. Because some people just play it for the graphics, and some people just play for the good graphics of, or I guess the comfortable graphics of gaming. Like I
Comfortable.
said, yeah,
That's a good way to call it.
Well, it was comfortable because if someone chainsaws you in 90 or 100 FPS, you would die like in 1 second, I guess. And that's why I call it comfortable, because if you play it with a frame limiter on and 100 by 600, or even 1024 by what's that other thing, 960, you would lose health slowly. So yeah, that was kind of comfortable because you wouldn't get killed in a second.
But how do you last a whole map with that FPS? I mean, don't you get eye cancer or something? Because, like, my eyes literally start burning if I play on 20 FPS.
Yeah, you're kinda right, but that 20 FPS things only last like 3 seconds, I guess, while you're under the chainsaw. So you're playing with 90 FPS, and as soon as you see a guy coming towards you with a chainsaw, you switch to 20 FPS. So, yeah.
Yeah, you just switch FPS depending on who you're attacking and how close you are to the person.
Yeah, all that. Like if you were doing like a friendly 1v1 in Triada Lake, of course you would use the 90 FPS.
Those days don't exist
Because
anymore.
only if you were a retard you would use a chainsaw there, or a pet slap or something like that.
People don't fight at Dry Lake anymore.
Yeah, when they used to, it was such a good game.
Yeah, 15
So,
people
like-
Bayside, yeah.
In terms of one-on-one, who's like the player that you think is legit and you have the most respect for, or you think like it's a good player? You don't like facing him?
So you're talking about the Albanian players, or
No, just your opponents, enemies or whatever. Like, they're obviously your enemies, but you still have some respect for them because they're good players.
there are a lot of players I've always had respect for. The players that I've always fought with, and they've never cheated. Some of them, well, in the, I guess, some years before, one of the players I respect most is player. I don't know how to spell his name. It's player QNB1.
Yes. We know
Something
that guy.
like that. Yeah. He used to have like another name. Anyway, but yeah, I guess he's a part of the same. He was a part of the SAM.
Yeah, I think he still plays once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, he used to be a legit player on one-on-ones, but as the new version came along, everyone became a cheater, and everyone was doubted he was using something, and they really was. But anyway, that's the only name that comes to mind when you say for respecting players. To be honest, in my time, I've always respected some admins more than some players. The admins that have always been ready to answer if I had a question. Or,
You can
admins
drop
who
names.
really- one of them was Fanadot.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Not Roshan.
An old one, yeah. Rashan is
Yeah,
a new
not
one,
Rashan.
so yeah.
I mean, I don't play One second. I don't play LB, so of course, of course.
I always see you on LV, please. Sean.
Nope, that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's
There
wrong.
was SV on last time. There was Fiero on and Las Venturas, and you were on Venturas, man.
Looks I had to ban somebody, that's why.
No, he just can't stand the idea of me not mentioning his names of respected admins. Yeah. No, I've only seen Rashan a couple of times, and well, to be honest, not because you say so, but I've always respected Rashan too. I really have.
Here it goes, Rashan.
No, not for real. Because now that I'm recalling, some years ago I used to answer Rashan. I used to ask Rashan about stuff, and I think I got some messages. If I open my old forum, I got some messages with Rashan, I guess, and I used to think Rashan was a girl. Yeah.
Oh!
And
Oh!
If I'm not mistaken.
happy holiday, Rashonda. Congratulations.
I used to think Rashan lived in New York, I guess. I don't know, no idea, but those were my thoughts. New York and a girl, yeah.
Oh, yes, that is Metalface.
That's a combination,
That is
yeah.
Metalface. He's from
Metal.
New York, and people.
He is a girl.
That's right. That's right. That
Yeah,
messed me up so
speaking
much.
Speaking of Metalface, yeah, that was one of the admins I never had beef with because I always saw people beefing with Metalface, and I was like, why? Yeah, I never had beef with him. Then there's John 877, but let's not talk about that anymore.
Really?
Now. So yeah.
Yeah, John's
Do you
going
think,
through a lot.
Do you think people who used to fight or something like, I don't know, or know at least something of fighting, like Eric Hunt, for example, do you think they make better admins? Or like, would you like to see more of admins like that?
I didn't get that first part.
I asked you if you think that there should be more admins in the future who are more involved into, like, in fighting and stuff, So, like, for example, when Eric Hunt got promoted, some people were against it. Some people were like, yeah, finally someone who has a clue a little bit about fighting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, my thought to that is, well, if you're a good fighter, you definitely, and you're a legit player now, you definitely should be an admin because not for the DMing part, like DMing yourself, but for the complaints part, meaning that if that admin goes to forums and sees a fight, he can see something another admin can see because that admin has experience on the fighting field,
That is true.
like in the mods or something. And this problem occurred with so much of admins, like admins who had no clue of fighting, used to ban players for mods and DMs and something like that. Like you never have fought in your life. How can you see if that's a mod or a bug or something? Plus, I've been a victim of that. I've been banned with my name for cheats by a P11 video, I guess. P11 video.
Oh God, yep.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and
was gonna bring that up.
and I waited for the admin's verdict, and I got banned. After getting banned, I posted my video proving my innocence, and that just proved that the admins had no clue of the bugs or everything like that. So yeah, the DMing admin should be, or let's say, can be a good admin. To be honest, he can be a better admin than some others because he would be so useful in the forums part and in the complaints and all that stuff.
So
It's hard.
you weren't cheating in that video. You weren't cheating in that video, right?
No. That's the video in my channel. I posted the exact video of me fighting P11. The video I got banned for. It was just some kind of bug, like I was sitting, he shot at me, I didn't lose health at all, then I just shot him completely out of nowhere and he died, something like that. Then I posted the exact same video, and but I couldn't reply because the thread was closed. But still, I took that ban. It was nothing big because to me, I guess I was innocent, so that's all that mattered. I don't care if someone said, "Oh, you got banned for cheating" or something, and I would say, "Go to my channel and watch the video."
So, did you get taken out of the cafe? Did you get beat up?
No, I was at home at that time. I remember I was at home.
Smart.
I've actually appealed plenty of times for that ban. And I didn't get anything, but still, that was just to clear my name. But anyway, I was clear with myself because, like I said, I wasn't cheating, so yeah, it was just a mistake of the admins.
I think it would be kind of hard nowadays, though, to find an admin who is involved in fighting but is clean, you know, because there's not many people nowadays that are fighting that don't DM from time to time, or like they abuse something, you know. You don't have someone that's fighting and is completely like innocent or has a clean slate, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, people DM and they kind of use shortcuts. They usually do. So yeah, besides from using shortcuts, people DM. Sometimes they're bored, so yeah, they have to find something to do.
So speaking of admins and good bad players, what do you think of Igli trying to be, or he hopes to be, a good representative of Albania?
I was, like I said, I was home a week ago, and as soon as I log in, he logs in. He's a good friend of mine. We don't even live in the same city, like we live like 12 kilometers apart, and we were just chatting, and he was like, "What do you think? Will they make me an admin?" And I was like, "To be honest, I've always been." I've always been the player, the Albanian player. People say like, "Oh, he's titularized as the legit player, or the player who has never cheated, or the all that kind of stuff." Like people used to PM me, "You're the only Albanian not doing this and not doing that and not doing that." And when Igli asked me a week ago, "What do you think? Will they accept me as their admin?" And I was like, "I want you to be an admin more than you want." I
Do you have a feeling
I
it?
said it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have a feeling it's kind of like the case like it was with, like, you know, some people said it's too early for a black president, and then it happened in America. Do you think it's gonna happen like at CNR? We finally gonna get the Albanian
I'd love
admin.
it. Yeah, I'd love it if that happened because, like I said, I've always been that representative guy from Albania, and now I was telling to him I did so much things in these servers. Many people said I couldn't do, like be legit for so many times and have proper English skills or everything like that. And I told him that the one thing I couldn't do was become an admin. And I'm leaving this to you because it was kind of like a touching moment because
Oh.
I was leaving my will to him.
Oh,
Kind
you're
of.
not dying, man. Not yet. Albanian. Don't wanna.
But yeah, I told him that I wanted him to be more an admin more than he wanted himself to be an admin because I want him, especially him, to represent our country by being an admin on CnR server. And I've always advised him like if they don't accept you, then accept that. Just move with your English, get it better, talk to admins, get close to them, and you will eventually be an admin. But yeah, he's kind of impatient because he has been waiting for so much time. Every time I log in, he tells me look at my score or look at my days or will they make me an admin or no. He don't. I guess that's like his dream of becoming an admin. Even this live show that we're doing right now, it's his idea. Last week when I was home, he told me some of the CnR players do a live show, and he was like, "Why don't you do one?" I was like, "Well,
So why doesn't he do one?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he
I
promised
guess-
us, you know, but he apparently doesn't have microphone or something.
Well, I guess.
So since, like, you know, you're Albanians, you share everything, you have cafes and stuff. He's 12 kilometers away from you. Why don't you take your admin mic there to your future admin, and you know, he'll be able to
Oh,
talk with us.
future admin. That's great.
Well, I'm not in
kinda love
position,
that.
you know, to decide.
Yeah, I know that, but I kind of love how that sounds. I guess Igli isn't ready, or I guess maybe his speaking skills are not that good. But I don't know. I haven't talked to him about this thing.
Are many like, do you think like Albanians are getting better at English compared to like 2011? Like if we,
Definitely.
oh, like for example, if we look at Destiny and his famous quote.
Destiny has gotten better.
Fuck you,
At least when he's
motherfucker.
at least when he's asking me to trade money.
Yeah, they have actually have gotten better at English because they have grown since they joined. I myself have grown so much since I joined. I mean, when I joined in 2012, my English was shit, like shit. Even the small dudes were correcting me, and you know all that stuff. And but the CNR has been a great influence on my English because by them correcting me, I have learned to correct those mistakes myself, and CNR has played a huge part of the English I possess today.
Great, good to see.
But I guess people are just getting smarter and practicing English more. So yeah, I guess the only way to go is up.
It's true.
Cash, when you were talking about admins who kill and they're not really clean, I mean, I kill PH every day. Does that not count?
When this is the wrong one, this is not CNR confession booth, please. Another time.
You deserve a title for killing PH though. I remember those guys being annoying as fuck.
Warlords PHS.
Yeah, well, not a kid though.
Just established she's a girl
He
today.
has always been.
You do know who I am, right?
Do you know who I am?
I didn't get that.
Do you know who Vega is? This is
No
the
idea.
fake.
I'm everything.
Oh, you're everything.
Yeah, like admin everything.
Oh, holy shit! So we meet. we finally meet.
Sounds like a showdown.
When you asked me about the admins I used to have beef with, or that means my pitch, I really forgot to mention everything.
Yeah, I was thinking that you forgot one person.
Everything has been there in every step that I've taken, and I don't mean a good step. I mean a bad step, like abusing in something, or everything has been always that admin who disabled me and took my money and everything. I really.
Oh, that's how everything makes his money.
Yeah.
No, you can't make money from that.
So that means indirectly everything cheats because he steals the money we get from cheating.
Owned it.
Don't.
There it is.
I
No,
mean-
no, seriously, throughout my career in CNR, everything has been in most of my behind most of my complaints. I have plenty of messages in the forums with him appealing for my disables and bans and all that stuff. But I guess he was just doing his job, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember most of the stuff, but I do remember what I did to the other ones. A lot of
Plus, I'm just forgiving you now because it's Women's International Day, so yeah.
Everything. Are you aware? When you take one man down, you take 20 souls down with him. Are you not ashamed? He hurt 20 people with
Yeah,
banning one person.
what about the Albanian stripper?
The Albanian stripper?
Wasn't there like I don't remember.
Me either.
It was a wild night for everything.
The stripper went to the cafe.
I don't know. There was some topic I saw with like I don't know.
Hopefully we can find it over the next few minutes because we're gonna take.
So-
Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Why did I say that? I don't know why I said that. Anyway, we're gonna do one more music break here, and when we come back, we'll get into why people hate Albanians. And I'll let Kesh ask a question.
I'd love that.
I'll ask after the break.
This is the
I have so much to talk about that.
Yes, I do too. This is CnR Radio. Talk.
For the sponsor, huh?
Yes, no respect for the sponsor. Welcome back. This is the CnR Radio Talk Show with our guest here, Triada. Alright, now, I swear there are no more cafe questions, okay? But here's one thing. So there are players. I'm going to lead this into you. So there are 3 players players from 3 countries that everyone seems to dislike. You know, there's Albania, there's PH, and there's Indonesia, but we're gonna stick with Albania here. All right.
What about Sweden?
What about USA?
I hate Sweden, but no, USA is below average.
I hate small geckos, so
That's what I'm talking about. But you know, players from Albania, they have the rep of cheating, aimbot, you know, sounding odd, all that stuff. At first, I went along with it because it's kind of fun to make fun of Albanian players, but I don't hate Albania, alright? And I understand because there are a lot of times that I get ripped because of what I am, not what I do. So when I see people like Igly get shit for being Albanian, I know what that's like, kinda. Plus, even though people might say stuff under their breath as a reaction to you being here, they say, "Aha, he Albania!" But I can name 5 people in this Discord that are dumber than you are, at least 3. So, what do you think? What do you
What
think?
you say about me?
what was
I was
that
talking about
supposed to comfort me?
Yes, I was trying to. But what do you
Okay.
say about people that think Albania is what is wrong with the server?
Hating Albania and hating Albanians are just 2 different things. Because people hate Albania, most of the time they're like, "Oh, I hate Albania," and you just have to ask why they hate Albania, because you have met like 10 kids from out of 4 million people in Albania.
Oh
And they're like,
yeah, there you go. Yes.
yeah. But if they say I hate Albanians, I don't care about that. Like, they can hate all they want. But if they say I hate Albania, that's like dumb and that's like retarded, because I don't know. But let's stick to the Albanians. The reason behind why they hate Albania so much is because of what they've done to this server. And when I joined in 2012, I was 13, 14, I don't know. I was 14. When I joined then, the people that are playing now were so young.
Yes.
So when they started the career, they used to have cheats and all that stuff. And those were the players that played mostly. I mean, I played CnR, but I didn't play for like the whole day. I played just 1 city or 2 maximum. They played the whole day, and by playing the whole day, they had the time to cheat, they had the time to get caught, and they had the courage to go again with another account, and they had the time to start another life and all that stuff. And people hate Albania because Albanians, because they use cheats and all that stuff, and they're right, some of them have used, but you have to separate players. I mean, they blame Albanians for cheats and all that stuff, but then a minute later they were like coming to a conclusion that all Albanians are like that, and I was like, how's that? Because they saw 2 or 3 kids cheating, and they assumed everyone in Albania was cheating, and that was the big problem. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why they hate Albanians. But I don't blame them. It's annoying playing against the cheater.
Yeah.
It really is. But what can you do? Games are games. So sometimes some people use the shortcuts. Some people choose the legit road and stuff. So yeah.
Have you ever PM'd like other Albanians, like, "Hey dude, just don't cheat, man, because you're putting bad image on Albania"? Like, do you get annoyed with them?
After getting banned for my first time, because I never have gotten banned. So after getting banned for the first time, every time a friend of mine PM me, "Hey, let's go DMing together, or let's go robbing together," the first thing I said was, "Are you cheating?" and they really used to say like, no, I swear I'm not cheating, because they liked playing with me because I was legit, and I didn't like playing with them because sometimes they were lying. But yeah, most of the time, if I was in a group uh, or something, or just with another person, I was like, even if you're cheating, turn them off, because they're only two people. We're two people. We can handle them. I'm good. They're not that good, and stuff like that. Or if we were in a group, I was like, guys, no need to abuse stuff or something. Just let's stay together and we can beat them. Because most of the time we were fighting in huge groups, like 5 versus 5, 6 versus 6. The BS or AP was full of our group. But yeah. So yeah. Most of the time I was telling them to, even if they had something, like it was a security question, like, do you have something? Yes, no. If not, then let's go. If yes, then turn them off. Then we can go and play. Yeah.
Yeah, because yesterday I was talking, and I said that if Igly17, right? Because I've grown to like the guy.
Yeah.
Even though he asks very repetitive questions on this show. I said if Igly were Croatian, everybody would love him because he's Croatian. But because he's Albanian, Albania, best Albania doesn't mean anything. But that's just the kind of thing that I think we got started.
I get you. That's why I said before that you have to separate players. That's why I said you see two children cheating and you assume the whole Albania is cheating, but those two children don't care. What really matters is that people then assume that all the Albanians are like that, and that's really not good, because how can you hate on a player like Iggy if you just by knowing his nationality? And it's a shame though that he revealed his nationality, because he could have been, if he was like a private or like a, I don't know, secret player, kind of, he would have been so.
It's kind of impossible though on CnR. I mean,
even
people that make new accounts, like you, for example, right? Like some people like make new accounts with intention they will change their playstyle, whatever, and kind of it works out like 1 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I know it's impossible to stay secret in CnR, but as for the new account, this is not my new account, as you said. This actually is my former account. This has been my first ever account. Then I started a career with this account, and some fuckers just installed the hack in the cafe where they used to hack passwords, and they hacked this account. They took all my money and all the properties and all that stuff, clothes. And it was a time where if you wanted to change a password, I guess you remember the time. If you wanted to change the password, you had to PM one of the admins with a request. It wasn't so simple to change the password, so when they stole this account, I decided to open a new one, so I opened Steve Meister, so this is my old account.
Yeah, see, I liked what you said about, hiding yourself, because people shouldn't need to do that, Igly's Albanian, you should be able to tell people, hey, I'm Alb. A few days ago, you got Trina on the forum, people saying, you shouldn't flaunt that you're a grill. Well, you're a grill, what else can you do? You shouldn't need to suppress yourself. You should be who you are, as long as you're not an idiot,
Totally, you should give your maximum to the community. I mean, CnR is a community that allows you to do great things if you are capable to, or if you want to, or if you have the time to. And it's not you shouldn't be in some corner just doing nothing if you can do good things. in the server. And I've realized this by doing things myself, because apart from being a player that I guess I'm not saying most of the players respect, I'm saying some people respect. By being that player, I've been able to restore some of the Albanians, I guess, name, to restore the name of the Albanians, so not everyone can call them a cheater, or give my help to the community if it comes to the forums, to the complaints and all that stuff. I've volunteered to even make a regular player video. I've done so much things. So yeah, you're right about the part of players being able to do things, but being stopped by these things like nationality and all that stuff.
Yeah, I support that. And by the way, I wasn't calling you dumb 10 minutes ago. I just was saying, like,
Yeah.
what
I
is
got
the...
that. I got that.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, good, yeah.
No worries.
And throw away cheats for a second. Like, when I joined CnR, right, especially Las Venturas, like, I read the chat, right? And it's just a bunch of stupid, dumb, like, 10-year-old brain melts. And the people who are talking stupid stuff are from everywhere, alright? It could be Albania, it could be somewhere in some other countries, you know what I mean? So, all the punks out there that say, well, Albania is the reason why the IQ of the server is terrible, well, like I've said before, yeah, look at yourself. Alright?
Yeah. To be honest, sorry for interrupting. To be honest, the reason why this server has become or has come to the place where it is right now is the fault of that is just a little bit of everyone. I guess Albanians play maybe a bigger role of others. Maybe Albanians play a smaller role than others. But the server came here because people destroyed it with their hand, not just Albanians, with their cheating or hacks. Like I said, most of the cheaters from Albania, I swear, are younger than 12 years old. There are just some kids playing. They just have too much free time, too much goddamn free time, and they use hacks and all that stuff. My friends, they used to cheat. Some of them used to cheat, but as they grew older, they kind of like gave up on the cheating thing, and they didn't play as much. That's why I'm saying that children, or the kids, sorry for using this children thing, kids have played a huge role on the bad Albanian name. Because the kid finishes school at 12, and he has like the whole day with no occupations and nothing to do. So what do? They just log into the server. They try to play fairly. They fail, so they switch to cheats immediately, and they get caught. They change the account and all that stuff. And I don't know how to say this, but if I had some of the, I guess I've been a part of a thread where they used to hate Albania, all that stuff, and I protected it with facts. Saying that most of the multi-accounts are administered by 12-year-olds, and that my friends maximum have had 3 accounts, and they have been disabled not for cheating but for other purposes too. So all in all, the cheating part is played by the kids of Albania mostly, the ones that are 12 years old or younger. None of the players that I know that are 16 and older have cheats. player like Destiny or player like Storm that used to be, or I don't know, whoever. They even Clayman uh, because Clayman has is like the king of cheaters, as they say. Clayman used to cheat in the beginning, but then he quit. But that bad name just couldn't let him, let's say, live happily because admins used to ban him for no reason. As soon as he killed someone and the other guy shouted cheats, he would get banned. So yeah, like I was there. I was there when he cheated, and I was there when he wasn't. And it was kind of unfair when he was playing fairly and he got banned for cheating. He was like, why? But yeah, like I said, the kids.
So for those kids, right? Do you think like they can be helped? I mean, like if you would mentor them, like since you're older and you're Albanian, or like if you said word or two with them, do you think like maybe they would start looking up to them or to you, or do you think they just really need to like grow out of it? You know, they cannot be helped until they turn like 17, 18 and they start to think a little bit differently about the game and everything.
This is like a process, I guess. The first part, the initial part, is them realizing that they could be better and they don't need hacks. And it would be a great start if they looked up to people like me or Igli or stuff. That would just be a beginning. Then, as they grow older, they will see that they could make it even without using stuff. So yeah, making them play fairly could happen if they grew older, but they need something that they could start on, like I don't know. I guess they can grow and see for themselves that they were kind of dumb when they were young. So yeah, you're right. They need to start on looking up to people who play fairly. Then as they grow older, they will get better. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone realizes when they get older they did some stupid stuff when they were younger, you know.
Yeah, they realize they can do stuff by their own and they don't need these cheats or all of the stuff.
Alright, let's see here. Kesh, do you have any more questions?
I actually had one and I forgot.
Well, if you remember it, we'll go back to
Typical for me.
Well, I always do.
Goldfish memory.
Destroy.
The cheating part, I guess, this cheating subject of the Albania and the Albanians, all the stuff. It's like a pretty big discussion. Like it can be closed or made in 30 minutes or 1 hour. And I wasn't prepared for this, or what to say, or for this matter, or something like that. But all I can say is that I've actually committed to this for a time, for a certain amount of time. Like 2 years ago, I guess, I used to see complaints, or I used to PM players that I knew to stop cheating or stop doing this or that and that, because they are setting a bad name for us, and they are stopping good players like Igli to get what they deserve, let's say to get what they deserve in this server. But still, sometimes it's useless. I mean, kids will be kids. They stop for a moment. Then they die in game. Then they start again. That's why I say I said this cycle. Yeah, I hate it though that Albanians have got this bad name just from some kids. Like if it was like the blame was separated individually or equally in every individual, like every person had personal blame. That would be good, not great, but that would be
Be better,
understandable. Yeah, that would be understandable because if everyone cheats, then yeah, of course you're cheated, or of course the Albanians are cheated. But no, if only kids cheat, how can you call Albanian cheaters?
See, maybe in a sense, you need to go back to old cafe days, you know? Because I think these new players, the younger ones, they kind of have their own PCs at home, you know? They get banned and then they just evade or they don't play. But in old days, they would get banned in cafe. 20 people would get banned. You would beat the shit out of that little kid, you know? So maybe you need to turn back to cafe gaming.
You couldn't have been more right. You couldn't have been more right. That's totally correct.
I mean,
Because all players, they played most of the times. They played in the cafe, and they were legit. They even fought with other Albanians from other cities, and they were legit. No one even gave. No one even gave a crap if there was cheats out there because they had fun.
and also like
Yeah.
I guess players were surrounded by other people all the time, you know, and if you did something wrong or really stupid, there always would be an older guy there around you who would beat the
that's
shit
correct.
out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Not only it, the beat the shit out of you is kind of harsh, but
Okay, Albania, bro.
yeah. I mean, no, it's true, but sometimes it's not because other than that, they would just not carry them with. I mean, they would go somewhere, they would not take them for hits or something like that. But yeah, you're so right because that played a big role on the bad Albanian name. Kids having PCs on their own homes and doing whatever they want with their accounts and all that stuff. That was such a bad influence on the server because nobody knew them. There were players in my city that wouldn't go out. They would just play 24/7, and even if you had a fight with them in game, you wouldn't see them in real life because they never got out and they could do everything. Yeah. I swear they used to hide. Yeah. But you're totally right.
It's like Roshan though, you know? You can also not see Roshan at night.
Yeah. Roshan, I guess Roshan is afraid to go out.
Yes, that's what she meant, yeah.
Yeah, he got banned. He got banned at the cafe once, and he promised to never make that mistake again.
I played the White Guy song on the radio, by the way.
But yeah, you're totally right. I mean, the kids though, they were such a bad influence on the server.
So I actually did remember the question I was gonna ask you. I don't know, it's maybe a bit out of the place here, but yes. So
it's okay. It's an interview, so even if it's for personal life or everything, I came.
No. I will not ask you which kebab is the best. I will ask you though. I don't know if you know, but like back when I used to play like a few years ago, I used to hang with Smooth sometimes. And since he's Serbian and you're Albanian, I mean, we kind of went along well, and I kind of went along well with Nicola. Did that ever bother you? I mean, like, how were you with Nicola? Were you like...
Now that I remembered, or now that you mentioned him, Nicola has always been a good guy to me. Always. Even when he was using the Smooth account, even when he was using the XN, what was it? XN 2552, what?
Yes, something.
Was it? Yeah,
something that came out of...
Nicola, I guess I could consider Nicola a friend. like really a friend, because when we were in game, even though we used to fight with each other because we were different groups and all that stuff, behind the fighting or after the fighting, we would just be in together and ask about even personal life. Like, I mean, he used to tell me about his personal stuff, and I used to tell him about my personal life too, like school and relationships and all that. He was a friend, really.
So
And
yeah,
I don't
sorry.
remember the time when you were here.
So yeah, I was not gonna ask that, but still, yeah. So I don't know if you know, but at some point I played with him, right? And like I tried to I guess I was bored. I had too much money, not anything to spend it on, and I thought, what better to do than try to be a hitman, right? So I'm obviously not a true. I'm not like true Balkan or whatever I would call it, but do you think that you could make anyone a good hitman? Like, does everyone on CnR have potential to be a good hitman? Is it just a matter of time and practice, or do you think it's not possible for me to ever be a good hitman?
Not only hitman, but if you decide to do something, you definitely can do it. It's just a matter of time, whether you do it now or 2 months later or 4 months later or something. But yeah, everyone has the potential of improving and getting better. So yeah, if you stayed or if you played with a good hitman, he could teach you, or he could give you tips on something, everything, I guess. And yeah, it's possible for people. I'm turning this into a general thing, not even not just for you, but for everyone. If they want to be a good something, they can be. If they want to be a good cop, they can be with practice and all that stuff. If they team with other good cops and.
It's harder nowadays, though, isn't it? Like, to be a legit hitman. I mean, you're working towards 10 people who are probably not legit. And
But that's the good part. That's the challenge of being a good hitman. I mean, what's the how can you improve if you're killing some 10-day noobs? You know?
Titi would agree here. Titi would agree.
Yeah. That's the challenge, I guess, because I used to go to if there was like a 100k hit on a single person, and if there was like 3 separate 10k hits on 3 cops that were teaming, I would definitely go after the teaming cop, because that's the most challenging. I mean, you could get the 100k from the single guy, but that wouldn't mean something. If you went after the cops, you would operate carefully, with more caution. You would see how to manage situations if they were more than you and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the good thing. Even if they are cheaters, or even if they are cops or whatever they are, you can use them to get better. Yeah.
I have one more question.
Okay.
So this one is off a bit as well. So you posted the picture of you on forum. 3 dudes, like one sitting on chair, and I kind of guessed which one is you, but I still don't know who are the other 2. Who is the Al Pacino in the middle?
Okay, so when I posted that picture, the caption was, I guess, wait, let me remember. The caption was, the idea of the picture was to rank players
Best DMer or cheater
by
or something?
by the cheating level, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I said, I continued to say, guess who's on the throne?
So who is it? Is it the Clayman?
On the throne, yeah, it was Clayman, the king of our society.
And who's the left one with the red with the red?
The left one was Rudensi.
Who?
Rudensi,
I don't remember him.
I think I remember.
I said yes in Albanian. Rudensi. Yeah, Rudensi has been Rudensi, Clayman, and U. Mara.
Yeah, I remember mine.
Mara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my friends in real life, and also they're older in game than me. They have always been in the server more than I have, and they have fought more than I have because, like I said, when they started the game, I didn't even know about it, and I was like, yeah, this game, play this once, I'm gonna play this again, and all that stuff. But yeah, in that picture, it was Clayman and Rudensi and me
You
with
on
the
the right.
glasses, yeah.
Yes.
That was the picture from prom, yeah.
Looking sharp.
Yeah,
You look
thanks.
nice.
Thanks. That's the whole idea of prom, I guess.
So did you all share the same girl? Like you share accounts and share cheats?
I never shared an account with them, but and I never shared a girl with them either.
Good.
Yes, this is
Cool.
International Women's Day. We can't be doing that.
This I'm telling you, this interview is going down. I mean, it's like getting worse. Better to cut the shit soon.
Yeah, I guess they were playing more, so I was dealing with the females more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're gonna say something. They're like, oh,
But-
Stiff Meister
but
this
yeah,
now,
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, were we done? Okay.
Now that you mentioned my name, I kind of miss my old account. Just if it was enabled, I wouldn't even use it, but just so it could be there. Like I guess the reconstruction, let's say, of the Albanian name became its Steve Mixer account. I was pretty legit there until I came. Yeah, I was totally legit, and that's where it all began. I was the first Albanian player from that era, from 2013 and beyond. I was the first player to be a donator. Then I opened the forum and became more active and all that stuff. So yeah.
This was a mistake now, Steph. Now you're gonna get 100 PMs on forums. Man, you donator? Can you donate for me?
Well, that's how I got my status, so yeah.
Not say this.
Give donator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donator.
Now that you mention it, I'd like to thank Zofia with an Z.
Sophia?
Yeah.
The Australian dude?
Yeah, he
He's
was
very
a
nice.
friend. He has been a friend since 2013, and he is the man behind my donator status. I mean, I offered to give him big money, just to make me donator, and he didn't even accept them. So we just became friends, and yeah. Thanks to that guy.
Big money. That's so Albanian.
Yeah.
Wheel of
Man,
Yeah.
we do business.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's our thing. Yeah.
Okay, it's a good thing you.
I should say huge money. Yeah.
No, big money was good.
Before we cut this show, I have a thing to say for my lovely CnR people.
Okay.
So, this is completely off the show and off this interview, but apparently, well, Mr. Poopy Butthole said that my voice is fucking annoying. So, yesterday I decided not to come on CnR Radio, and guess what happened? I was not here, no one came. So there was no punkery show yesterday. So guys, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, serve them right, I guess.
And there was one your show
I mean-
and no guest star for.
Oh, sorry, it was guest and plug.
Yeah, I should say that your voice is great, and English is great too, and everyone in this server, yeah, everyone in this server is special, I guess. So
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Rashawn, you know what Poopy said? He said that you have sexier voice than me.
God. Don't
Did you
remind me.
grow a bit now?
Don't remind me. No, I didn't. He's been saying that for the past 2 months. That's very annoying. But I was going to ask, did you really listen to him? Like, did that really get to your head? Because, you know.
I actually overslept yesterday, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm old. I'm old.
people
Oh.
in this server have no idea how lucky they are for listening to your voice, Cash, because
Yeah, yeah.
if they were listening to Sneed's voice right now, they would
Oh,
hang their eyes.
Or like, maybe you know, Steve. Maybe you know how nuclear sounds like. Tell them how happy they are. They can hear me.
You have no idea. They have no idea how lucky they are. I mean, they should see the Sneed's cup or whatever that. Like him just eating a sandwich there. That was just
Oh,
cancer.
Jesus, my God. I'm sorry, I just can't. Yeah, I know it's too much. Yeah.
I got anorexic just by watching that eating.
But you know,
I
Rashawn,
swear.
now that I'm thinking about it, like Poopy is apparently a black guy, and you're a black
Oh
guy,
no.
and he's kind of getting.
No.
No, Rashan sounds like a white guy.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, it's just.
That's an insult. Don't you hear his voice? You know, he's got a black man's voice. You know.
I played
You
the white
have
guy
a
song.
Rasta voice, Ali.
They all got good voice. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to brag it, but they're all probably, they all mostly have good voices.
Ali, you have Rasta voice. Lay off that weed.
Yeah.
Stay off the weed.
So we were speaking last week something of two girls, two boys, or whatever rubbing thing, you know.
Yes.
Rashawn, poopy butthole.
Wait.
Oh,
who are
Rashawn,
the two boys and two girls again?
Rashawn, it's International Women's Day today. Did you give flower to Sheila?
What the fuck, bro? No. Listen, I did not give any flower to Jayla. Okay, I don't know where this meme came from. Alright, she probably brought on this meme, but listen, okay, I give no
Well, to
flower
be
Jayla,
honest,
alright?
she probably needs dildo because she needs to fight the fuck out of Catherine. So maybe you can give her one.
We
Thank
hope-
you, Catherine. Yeah, I'll give her one, yeah. I will.
We hope Machiavelli gave flowers to Silver though.
Yes. Shout out to Wax, you know, he's the trainee CnR, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. He's banned right
He's
now.
special.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got one final question and I'll end this interview. Triada.
Before I make you more uncomfortable.
Yes.
No, it's okay. Like I said, you can ask me anything. I came here to kind of represent every Albanian that couldn't speak.
Yeah, I'm glad
or
that you
his
did, yeah.
opinion. And yeah,
Alright. Is Kosovo Serbia or Albania?
Don't man, you fucking.
I'm actually. I think I'm gonna cause a Holocaust with this song.
Yes.
But to be honest, Kosovo is just Kosovo.
Oh no, come on. You
See,
gotta pick a
this
side,
guy is
bro.
I said this because in 2008 they won their independence,
Yes.
but I'm talking about the borders and stuff. As when it comes to the borders, Kosovo is just Kosovo. But when you think of it in a bigger, I don't know how to say it.
Picture.
Yeah, bigger picture. Kosovo is actually Albania because the
Yeah.
language there is Albanian.
Yeah.
The traditions are Albanian. The
Yeah.
food, everything is Albanian.
Yeah.
And there's the Serbian influence on Kosovo is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
With every yeah, yeah.
This is, oh my
You
god,
don't
it's
have
a
to shout,
USC
yeah.
coming out of Rashan. Fucking annoying.
Yeah. Rashan is like chorus Kosovo, so
And you're a useless host, Rashan.
What would I
We
do?
missed the questions. Like Igli questions. Describe Albania with 4 words. Seriously?
No. Stiffmeister already answered the nostalgia for Stiffmeister. Okay.
Yeah, but what about Albania with 4 words?
yeah, the nostalgia just hits me every day I play
You're
CnR,
not
though.
getting paid next week,
No.
Rashan.
Listen. First of all, I really wanted to know the answer because I'm a very huge supporter for Kosovo is Albania. Okay. So I really want to do that. But yes, I guess we'll get to Igli second. All right. Because Crazy Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm not going to ask it. But Igli asked, describe Albania in 4 words.
I should describe Albania in 4
In
words.
4
Yes.
words, yeah.
I'd say, I would say 4 words that are like 2 and 2. They, I don't know how to say it. They rule out each other in some way because. So
Yeah, I know
let me
what
just
you
say it. Albania. Should I say about Albania as a country or people of Albania? Or,
It doesn't matter.
Whatever you prefer.
people of Albania are united and separated at the same time. That's 2 words. They're loyal
Yeah.
and the 4th one, they're kind of unlucky.
United, separated.
They really are unlucky.
Yes.
That's,
The reason why you asked if Kosovo is Albania or Serbia,
yeah.
that's the part of being unlucky because maybe you don't know it or maybe you do, but Albania, Kosovo has been a part of Albania. Albania, the big Albania, the map the flag that
Yes.
was in the drone in Serbia
Yeah.
some years ago. Yeah, Kosovo has been part of Albania, so yeah, that's why I'm saying it's unlucky because Albania has lost some parts of Albania, the old Albania. And about the separated and united, it has to do again with this territory thing, because even though being a small country and fighting with all these big corporate countries and all that stuff, we have still managed to be a place that has some kind of name in the world, and it's just getting better and better, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, I do hope so. I root for Albania. I will tell you that. Because I don't like to follow the crowd of.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yes, I do.
we all appreciate that. Having people that are not biased or just believing in just one part or something. People have to be with no. They shouldn't be. I don't know. Influenced by stuff they hear or stuff they listen or stuff like that. They should have their own opinion about the place and they should stand up to it.
Yep, and that's my problem with the server. All right, that's enough because I don't have much time. If Ali was DJing,
sorry.
I would let Kesh and you continue, but I don't have time. But that's good. It's all right. This was a great interview. 2 hours, pretty good, bro. I think we needed an Albanian voice in here because the server is not really, well versed in what Albania is all about. And I learned a lot of snit today, a lot of stuff today. So
I think you did a pretty good job.
I'm glad.
Triada.
I'm glad you came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm sorry if this interview became long or if my English wasn't. I know my English wasn't in my best. It wasn't my best English ever, but I was hoping that after some series, if the live show continues for more time, I would like to be again a guest in this live show. But maybe the other time you can give me the topics we will talk about, so I can just take some facts or write about it, so we can talk about more concrete things or concrete problems or everything. Like when you asked me about cheaters and Albanians and internet cafes, I just said the first thing that came into my mind.
Yeah.
But so I left so much things unsaid, So
Yes.
yeah.
It's because we only have limited time, but
Yeah, I
yes.
know. But so yeah, I'm. If you guys want me to be a guest, whenever you want me to, just.
And please forward our requests to have Igli as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We'd like to have him too.
I guess it would be a great interview if me and Igli were interviewed at the same time.
Oh, we cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But then you can share the same microphone. You can be in the same
Yeah. A couple goals.
couple goals.
Yeah, Instagram stuff. Anyway.
Then in half year time, we're interviewing Rashawn and Shayla.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Okay.
No,
Alright.
no, man. Without interviewing Machiavelli and Silva first, nah.
Oh, shit. No, don't say that.
Yeah, that's the only couple I know. So yeah.
I will ask them for a kiss on ear.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, Silva is a guy, right?
Yes,
Yes.
he is a guy. He is.
That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah,
Then
Machiavelli,
Machiavelli,
bro.
you know Machiavelli is like those, no offense, but like the top guy in prison, the tattoo guy in prison,
The tough guy.
and then in the inside is like very sensitive and stuff.
I think that's all Los Venturas players. They're all like that.
What
Yeah.
CnR is?
Yeah, you have to create the image though.
That's Ninja Man Cop.
Yeah, Ninja Man Cop. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Ali, fucking Ninja Man Cop. Fuck that guy. I tell you.
Yeah, fuck Blister too though.
I'm not gonna go that
Yeah,
far.
I used to call Blister Fister. I don't know.
Owned.
It's like Christy. He's a big guy on CnR, but only 1 meter in real life.
Yes, for American, he is 5'3". There you go. Anyway, yes, that was great. I wish we could go on more, unless Ali wants to transfer this snit. But
Ali is in another dimension
yeah,
anyway.
he's high right now. But yeah, this was a great interview.
I mean, I can.
Dude,
I can if you want.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I mean, it was 2 hours already. I guess it's fine to finish.
I actually have to go. I have a date.
Owned it.
Yes, she
I
finally
took a
has
day
a
off. I took a day off from being high though, just to make this interview.
Yes, it's a good thing. But yeah, GG.
Okay.
GG Triada. GG Stiffmeister. GG. That's gonna.
It was
Yeah,
fun to have you here.
Yeah, it was. We'll be back next week for whatever the hell this is. Maybe at a future date. Triada can tell us more
next week.
Albania stuff. What'd you say, Ali?
Ericon next week.
Oh yeah, Myths, Boo Boo Gayrick Hunt may be here next week. And all of that. But yeah,
Eric.
for everybody in the CnR Radio Talk Show, this is Rashan. That was Kesh, and our guest was Triada. We'll see ya!